checking out these two properties. Have a 4-car garage. It's slightly bigger than your normal properties. It's slightly on the higher end side of things. Total cost including construction, soft cost, architects, city fees, everything included, you're looking at around 1.6, 1.7 for this kind of a build. $3 million, such a beautiful asset, which appreciates with a minimum inflation rate of 3%. You're making $500,000 profit if you were to build and sell it to a CMHC MLI Select buyer. So it's such a beautiful program, decrease the demand on these rentals and make it more affordable. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Hafla. So today I'm here checking out these two properties. Those two are fourplexes with basement suites, 8 units, all separately metered. Property construction is done. As you guys know, like the whole thing about CMHC, I mean, these are the right products you're looking for. I'm in a community of Bowness, and I'm going to take you inside, show what it is, show you the layout and everything, and also discuss some numbers towards the very end. Guys, before we go in, both units have a 4-car garage because obviously it's 4 units, has 4-car garage. And the good thing about having it as a corner lot is that you can park here and also as well here, right? And then the other street. So if you were to build anything on like inner lots, that's one of the drawbacks really, right? And you know, that post was moved and extended. This was not a, you know, we left it there, so that didn't cost anything for these builders here. And as you know, the Bowness community, there's so much construction happening. There's another fourplex going on a corner. You know, there's another like front and black fourplex there, right? And so being these 3 stories, it's slightly bigger than your normal properties. Also on the side note, if you are brand new to CMHC MLI Select, you don't know much about it, make sure to watch towards the end of the video where I'll break it down what it is, just on a brief thing. And if you have more questions, feel free to reach out, no problem at all. But let's get back to the video. So it's slightly bigger than your normal properties, as I was saying. So these things, you know, are very close to even like a side-by-side duplex because of the 3-story, especially with the square footage. So the thing is, it would come in like the basements are 1 bedroom. It's about 600 square feet. And then above grade, you're having almost 1,700 square feet and even 1,800, right? The other thing, if you notice, we have balconies up here. So just in case, you know, people like to want to put a hot tub there or something like that, or a little gaming thing over there as well, if that would work well. And over there, if you guys see, that's the Olympic Park. I mean, like the snowboarding center and whatnot. So nice views. It's a quiet street and everything like that. The other thing that I really like is the entrance to the basement. So this is also quite expensive. They have actually dug down here and have this concrete and then steps just going inside, right? So all 4 has their own access from outside, and even from the inside they have access to the basement, which I'll show you in a minute. And so these sewer lines comes from the top of the property. This is part of the DSSB survey. It's complete BS, but you know, the city requires it. That is a concrete wall, kind of separates all the fire units. As you see, that right one, the one in the middle is a concrete. These 2 units are fireproof. If there's a fire on this side, it wouldn't come to this side because of the firewall there anyway. Okay, and nice numbers and all that. They did the sodding. Everything's pretty much done. Now let's go inside. All right, guys, now let's go inside. So this property, the construction time right from the right from the permits, it took about 8 months. So nice glass doors, just gives a lot of light. You know, one thing that we should really consider is it's a smaller unit, right? So overall square footage. So the maximum of the windows, the more natural light, the better it appeals to any tenant. So as soon as you walk in, you have a small modern closet there. There's one of your jackets to choose. The steps just going up all the way. You've got nice railing. I really like it. You know, the wooden touch. A lot of people just paint those white as well, so everything just looks very blunt, right? And okay. So that's the living area where you guys have right now, and this is obviously the kitchen. I think this is probably like 14 feet, and then it has like a huge overhang. So you have all your dining needs for anyone goes right here. And as you see, like this one, they put hardwood floor. A lot of people even do like vinyl flooring. This one they did hardwood floor, so it's slightly on the higher end side of things. Like the light fixtures, all stainless steel appliances. right? It's all white shaker style. All they went through for shaker style cabinet. Obviously soft close, subway style backsplash here as well. Standard range of. They have the pantry right there, and yes, the access to the backyard. The backyard is not as big. You wanna step out. You know, there's the concrete pathway which goes all the way to the bike storage in the back, if you can see. And they've just put really gravel, so there's no really space for your pets or dogs if you have anything. That's one of the drawbacks. And one more thing I want to show you here is that, as I said, it's got 8 meters. So all 8 different gas meters and 8 different electric, which is in the back. It costed the builder another, let's say, I think 40 to 50,000, including the meters, the trades, and all that. Right. So now with the new regulations, CMHC. So what's the date today? We're in May, right? 2025.
Yeah.
CMHC wants to have 8 different meters, even though it's a basement. The reason being, or you just can't. If you have 4 meters, you cannot charge utilities on top of the rent. Utilities has to be included in the rent. That's how they're actually analyzing these deals. So the appraisal will come in a little low, actually very low, because utility bills are about 400. If you don't have 4 different meters, you're losing on $1,600 on rent, so to speak. Or you increase the rent and have the utilities included. This work around, but anyway, if you are someone who's looking to buy something, make sure there's 8 meters, or negotiate with the builder to put in 4 meters from the basement separately. So on this floor, you have a half bathroom. And from the bathroom, you have access to the mechanical room. Is it in 0.5?
Yeah.
So this is the mechanical room. Not a lot of space, but you know, high efficiency furnace and water tank. They have a separate one for the basement, right? Okay, let me just shut that. Oops. So you guys, we will just some visuals just to show what it is upstairs. So on this second floor, we have 2 bedrooms. It's actually 3 bedrooms, 1 being a master and 2 full bathrooms. And then on the top floor, which is the 3rd floor, we have a loft space or bonus room, which is access to the balcony and another bedroom as well. Real quick, so this is the access to the basement right across the kitchen. So you can either rent the basement separately or all combined if you guys want to. So this is the access from here, right? The stairs going up, separate access, and then that's the kitchen. This would be the living area. Nice color combination overall. This is their mechanical room. As I said, it's separate, right? And this is the 1 full bedroom with a huge egress window, and that's the bathroom. So now that you guys have seen the complete build of the property, I'd like to touch base a little bit on the numbers on this one. So the builder who bought they built 2, right? Side by side is a corner. Something like this here in Calgary for the lot, we are paying like 700 to 750,000. All inclusive construction costs would be around 1.6, 1.7 million, depending on if you're doing like a 2-story, 3-story, right? I'd rather do like a 2-story. Not a big fan of 3 stories. But the thing about 3 stories is you can do 4 bedrooms and increase the rent, and you get more value. But you don't really get a lot of returns per se, because I just feel like these 2 stories with less stairs have a better chance for selling. But this is a very particular buyer, right? Now you're appealing to a different pool of renters all of a sudden. A lot of people like that. And the other thing is, as I said, the total cost, including construction, soft cost, architects, city fees, everything included, you're looking at around 1.6, 1.7 for this kind of a build, right? Plus the land cost. So what people are doing right now, they're building something from scratch, and then they're going, so your all-in cost would be around 2.3, 2.4 million maximum. You can easily sell these things for 3 to 3.2 million, depending on the area and how much the square footage and finishings are. So just to give you an idea, you're making $500,000 profit if you were to build and sell it to a CMHC MLI Select buyer. But if you're a CMHC MLI Select buyer, which most people are looking to buy something like this, right? Then you are able to buy something which is $3 million only with a 5% down payment, which is only $150,000. You're controlling an asset which is $3 million, such a beautiful asset, which appreciates with a minimum inflation rate of 3% in 10 years, because it's a 10-year fixed mortgage that you get at around 4%. and appreciation is almost 900,000, which is $1 million. So technically, you're putting a down payment of 150,000. You're making $100,000 as appreciation, as equity gain every year, and on top of that, you're getting a cash flow of about $2,000 every month, and the principal paid down. So it's such a beautiful program that the federal government has put forth to actually have more rental units across Canada to decrease the demand on these rentals and make it more affordable. One of the things for these CMHC criteria is that these properties that we are building, 25% of these units has to be rent capped under the CMHC guidelines. Right now in Calgary, it's $1,734, something like that. So we are well within that range. You're not getting $1,700 renting for the basement suite anyway. So it's a beautiful program. You can buy something like this as little as 5% down and hold this for long term. And this is one way to build actual generational wealth. Now, if you guys want to know more about it or know specifically about this project or interested in buying something like this or building something like this, we can look into it. I could talk to you. I can connect you with the right folks, educate you guys, and get you on the right path. And let's succeed together. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.